Hello everyone, my name is RedshipRory, and welcome to this brand new series, Block and Talk, where I sit, play some Minecraft, and commentate on a video created by another Minecraft YouTuber in an attempt to create kind of like a dialogue. Today's topic is going to be Timewasterz. He uploaded a video yesterday where he said he is going to college, and I was messaging him on the YouTube comments a little bit, and I thought I'd borrow his uh, video idea a little bit, and today I'm going to be talking to him about college because I myself have an associate's degree in universal science, and I'm currently getting my bachelor's in computer science and engineering. And I've also have experience with undergraduate research and also a year and a half of student government work. So I really like these kinds of topics. So to start off, I have this world that I was working on a little bit, and I'm just going to play Minecraft and just listen to his video and talk, kind of like podcast style with commentary. Let's go.
I am going to college. I'm going pretty soon here. August 13th is my flight. I'm going to an out of state college, which should be interesting, but I'm definitely looking forward to it. Even though I'm going to an out of state college, I actually do have a sister living right by it, which is very cool. So even though I'll have that newfound freedom, I will be able to have like a little piece of home right by it, which is definitely a benefit.
Yeah, so I kind of understand how that feels. My associate of science came from a community college where I was living with my parents in the process of getting that degree. So it's new for me because I'm going and living on campus in the honors village. So I don't know what it's going to be like being completely separated from my parents for an extended period. I'm trying to get my mom to play Elder Scrolls Online so that we could just play video games together. And I must say, I have had a lot of newfound freedom being at community college, and I know I'm definitely going to have a whole lot more. So it's going to be a strange experience, I'm sure, but the freedom, like, it requires a lot of like maturity and responsibility, but like in general, like, it will work in your favor.
But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of worries with going to college, even though I am excited. There's a lot of stuff to worry about, especially the course load. I'm not sure how many classes I'll be taking, but I'm going to be taking quite a few, especially with my current plans and what majors I want to do and everything.
Yeah, so two things. The first thing is, yes, college is stressful, but you need to make sure that like you're not afraid to reach out to like all the people who will help you out with it. I don't know your situation, and generally you want to be talking to a guidance counselor, or like a academic advisor, residence life. Talk to financial aid if you're taking in loans or scholarships. You're going to be wanting to talk to financial aid. Since I If you're in like the honors program, talk to like your the honors folks, but like in general, they've done this before, so like they can take a lot of like the stress away by just explaining what is necessary. But still, there's like the whole prospect of everything's gonna be different now. That's a sort of change that like nobody can really get over with until they've experienced it. And then, of course, the other thing is credit hours. Now, that's an interesting topic because, like, of course, the fewer credit hours you have, the awesome thing about that is the less your workload. But at the same time, that also means the longer it's going to take to graduate, and like the other costs will not go down with you taking fewer credit hours. You'll have less tuition, less books, probably less fees, but like you're not going to be paying less for food and housing, room and board, health insurance, all these other things. So like the whole point is to find like a really nice balance. And for me, when I first started, staying at the minimum for full-time enrollment, 12, 13 credit hours is like a great place to be because you have a lot of classes, like a good 3 or 4 classes, so you're learning all these things, but like you're also not doing too much. Like the general metric that most people go with is you have the number of credit hours you're taking, and then you multiply it by 3. That's the amount of work you're going to be doing for the entire semester. Please understand, I did this all in one take. And edit. It is not hours worked for the entire semester, it's hours worked every week for the entire semester. So I just thought I'd clear that up. So if you're taking 12 credit hours, that's 36 hours. However, if you're taking a math class or a other technical class, lab science, you know, or like an engineering class, those require you to multiply the number of credit hours by 4 because those are just generally harder classes. But like in general, 12, 13 credit hours, that's well within the accepted parameter of like the maximum number of hours. You know, like the number of like hours you should be working, commuting, working a job, working on your coursework shouldn't exceed 60. And if you're taking 12, 13 credit hours, you have some time to you're able to you have some leg room.
So it will definitely be an interesting time in the future. One of the things I've been looking at is doing multiple degrees at the same time, like double majoring, that kind of thing. But it is definitely going to be difficult because I'm in the honors program. That's how I was able to go to this college, and it adds a lot of coursework. I mean, definitely not too much, but it's adding 75 credits total, I believe. But hey, I mean, if college ends up not working that, I can always go to a trade school. That's kind of my backup plan at the moment, since honestly, trade schools are kind of insanely good right now. Especially since a lot of them will actually pay you to go there and work for them for a couple of years. Well, I guess one of my main worries though about going to college is the fact that I was homeschooled my entire life. I mean, I've taken online college courses before. I've gone to my local junior college for a couple of years now, in dual enrollment in high school, but I definitely am not used to the typical environment of a classroom. So it will definitely be a lot to get used to at the exact same time.
Yeah, so I must say, if you were homeschooled and you are taking college classes online, in general, you're going to be very prepared for the college workload because the reason that metric I was talking about earlier, where you have your number of credit hours, that the credit hour number, that's how many times you're in, that's how much time you're in the classroom, and then all that other time is outside of the classroom, which requires task independence. And by taking online and by taking like online college courses, and like odds are other classes required for you to be homeschooled, you know, like those that means you have demonstrated the task independence to be able to succeed in college. And like the in classroom stuff, mainly a lot of it is can be adjusted by just focusing on asking like questions and just engaging, be a little bit social. Every time a question comes up, try to ask it, respond to like the professor's questions. A lot of students don't do that. When I was in college, like, and even in high school, when I stepped out of being homeschooled, like, I would ask every question under the sun. And, like, that did not make me look like an idiot. Like, that doesn't make anybody look like an idiot. If you ask questions, that shows one, you're trying to learn the material, and two, you're demonstrating at least some level of understanding in it. So, and like, I always say, I prefer in classes to online anyway, being because like there's nothing better than sitting in a classroom with a professor who's passionate about the topic, where he's just talking, or he or she is just talking passionately about the topic. But like, that's an unparalleled experience. I think you're definitely gonna enjoy it.
Looking at what major I'll be doing though, I think I'll be going into computer science. I'm not exactly sure yet. I was looking between kind of four, being computer science, economics, finance, and business. I'm kind of on the fence between finance and computer science at the moment.
Yeah, so I'm a computer science and engineering major, and I must say it's a very interesting field. I like the challenge in it, and it's also like really awesome because it has applications in like literally every field ever. Like every company like in existence needs to have like most companies, they just need to have an IT department so that they can have like their tech, be able to run, because you need tech to be able to run a business. So if you dual major in like economics and also something like computer science, like I think that'd be a great dual. Computer science would probably work well with that because you could work um as like a maybe a software development for a finance company. Just the possibilities are endless. I always consider computer science to be like a toolbox less than an actual career path, just because like the skills you learn there are applicable to so many different industries, you know.
But I definitely think for at least right now, I'm looking at computer science and possibly dual majoring with finance. But it is always hard to tell what what will go on during the classes. Maybe they'll be really hard, maybe they'll be really easy, who knows. One of the
Yeah, another thing about computer science is that other things that people usually do a major in are things like electrical engineering, computer engineering, or just like my program is computer science and engineering, so well, like those are like some opportunities for like extra, um, those are just opportunities for like extra potential income, and it's just do whatever you find interesting, I think. And another piece of advice that I forgot to say, always read the syllabus, okay? Because that's basically the outline for how the class will be structured. So if you don't read the syllabus and you start like maybe they have like a save all the questions for the end of the lecture policy, just like read the syllabus because useful information is in there, as well as things that might keep you from getting in trouble in the class, because some classes have like really strange attendance requirements and you want to be aware of those. So that's just something I thought I'd insert in there as well.
The definite cool things though is that when I got a visit, I got to meet a lot of the professors and some of the students that are already there who will be sophomores or juniors when I come. And all of them seemed very, very good, especially the professors. They seemed amazing. So I definitely think that gives me a bit of hope for the actual school year. I accidentally made 2 axes, but it works. But yeah, move-in day is coming up pretty quick here, and I'm not really sure what to bring. Like, in terms of packing for school, I feel like I don't have that much. It's essentially just taking my shoes, a couple pairs of pants, a couple pairs of shirts, and I made socks. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, I must say, I'm, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with all my stuff. I'll see if my parents have like extra storage space available because I'm going into a fully furnished. It's called an apartment because it's from the honors college, and like it's weird because like I don't know what I'm gonna need, and I have a horrible habit of just packing things that I might need once in a blue moon. So I don't know. I have to pack too, and I'm not looking forward to that.
Although I am going to be trying to pack my monitor, so I suppose that I'm going to be packing a lot in my own way too.
Yeah, well, you're gonna want to pack your monitor, and if you don't have a laptop, I heavily recommend that you get one. Because colleges often require you to um look up resources while you're in class, and like oftentimes would if you have like a composition class, like you could be reading like 4 different books within like one semester, and that's don't stress about that. It'll be fine if that does happen. But like in general, like you'll often have like online books, so like pack a laptop or a tablet, something to that extent. And if it is a laptop, connect your monitor to it so that you have 2 monitors. If you're taking like some classes where you're coding and following a tutorial, if you're going to computer science or you're taking a CAD class, like following a tutorial and then having to work on your computer is really hard to do on one monitor. So like yes, bring your monitor and just find a way to make it work.
Yeah, I think the thing I'm most looking forward to, though, or rather, the 2 things that I'm most looking forward to, is the food. Because honestly, the food when I visited was really, really good. Now, that could be a fluke because they maybe stepped up quality because they had people visiting that week. But it was really good. And all the other colleges that I've gone to.
Yeah, I wouldn't really worry too much about the food not being good throughout the year. It takes a lot of like equipment and training to be able to make good food even once. So I highly doubt that if that they would only make good food once. Plus, colleges show off to students, pretty much throughout the year, even when school's in session. So they're like that. I would not worry about it.
Do have had absolutely terrible food. Like Hell's Kitchen level of really bad. But the other thing that I'm looking forward to is actually the clubs. They have a lot of clubs there, a lot of sports as well, but the thing I'm most looking forward to is their rowing club, which of course I love kayaking, I love anything on the water really, except being in the water. I'm not a big fan of that. Don't ask me why, I know it's a bit odd, but I really love kayaking. Been doing it with my dad for a long time since I was a kid, and it's one of my favorite pastimes. Although not really a pastime, I guess a hobby to do for fun. Especially water rafting. It's so much fun. If you have not tried it, I highly recommend it. Aside from that club though, they also have the board game club, which seems like a lot of fun. My sister was a part of it when she went, and they have a lot of fun, it seems. I'm a big fan of board games, especially strategic ones like Catan. Not really Risk, but Risk is fun. Scythe, if you've ever played that, that's also very good. But I'm looking forward to trying to join that one as well.
One thing really interesting about clubs is that they can be very good on your resume when applying for scholarships and also jobs because there's a very you can only tell so much, from the classes someone's taken in a GPA, and if you're weighing between students in the same program and they've all taken the same classes and you're trying to determine which would be a best fit for your company, say for a co-op, like having a list of extracurriculars and just a list of like the skills you learned during that. If it was for a board game club playing, you could put like say creative problem solving for like the game like Risk or something. So it's like the opportunities are endless, and that's something else you might want to keep in mind too. There's a lot of opportunities that will just show up in weird places that one may not expect, in the college and post college life.
But yeah, I guess that's it. I mean, I do hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's kind of out of nowhere. I apologize. Hopefully I'll be able to keep this series up while I'm in college, but who knows. But in any case, yeah, I do hope you enjoyed. Not the worst starter base I've ever built. It will work.
Better than mine. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. And Timewasters, I hope you enjoyed my little reply. I hope you found some sort of interest in, some of my talking points. And I just wanted to say that this whole thing was really fun for me. I really enjoy talking about college. So, if you want to make your next video replying to me, I think this would be a very fun dialogue. Also, I made a spiral staircase. This is the cool thing I built. I'm not completely useless. I mean, I got something done. I have full iron armor. This works. All right, guys. Well, I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.